Hello and welcome to the part 2 of our topic related to mean and the variance of the discrete probability distribution. As promised, I'm going to share with you the ways or steps on how to solve for the mean and the variance of a discrete probability distribution if the probabilities for every discrete random variable are different. Example, if we have in a computer shop, the probability that 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 computers are defective are 3 over 10, 1 over 10, 2 over 10, 3 tenths, and 1 tenth, respectively. Find the mean and the variance of the discrete probability distribution. Now, the first thing that we need to do is to put all the corresponding numbers or the values of the random variables. So the values of the random variables are these numbers. The discrete random variables, or the values of the discrete random variables, are 1. We have 3 and 4. 3, 4, 5, and 7. Next is to put the corresponding probabilities for each random variable, which is, the first one is 3 tenths. Next is we have 1 over 10, or 1 tenths. Third is we have 2 tenths. Then the fourth one is 3 tenths. And lastly, we have 1 tenths. Now, to check if these probabilities are correct, so we need to add the numerators and divide it by the common denominators of the fractions. So we have, if we'll add 3 plus 1, this is 4, plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, and then divided by 10. If the result is 1, so meaning these probabilities are the correct corresponding probabilities for each of the random variables. If not, you need to review if the problem is correct or not. Now, next is, after writing or listing down the random variables and its corresponding probabilities, we need to convert these numbers into decimals so that we'll be having an easy way or time in dealing with the calculations here. So we will simply divide 3, the numerator, by the denominator. So first is we have 3 divided by 10, so we have 0.3. Next, 1 divided by 10 is 0.1. Next, we have 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. Next, we have 3 divided by 10 is 0.3, and we have lastly 1 divided by 10 is 0.1. Then after this, we need to multiply a, or the random variable, and the corresponding probability in decimal form. So, or we need to multiply yellow and the green. So we have 1 times this 0.3 is 0.3. Next, we have 3 times this 0.1 is 0.3. Next, we have 4 times this 0.2 is 0.8. Then we have 5 times 0.3 is 1.5, and 7 times 0.1 is 0.7. Now, after multiplying the yellow and the green columns, we need to add these numbers to get the mean. So our mean now is 3.6. So if we have now the mean, we need to proceed to the variance. So to do that, we need to subtract yellow and blue. So we have the yellow is the values of the discrete random variable and the mean. So we have 1 minus 3.6 is negative 2.6. Next is 3 minus 3.6 is negative 0.6. Third, we have 4 minus 3.6 is 0.4. Next, 5 minus 3.6 is 1.4. And finally, we have 7 minus 3.6 is 3.4. Now, after subtracting yellow and the blue, which is the set of the random variables or the numbers or the values of the random variable and the mean, we need to multiply the result by it by itself. So we have negative 2.6 times negative 2.6 is 6.76. Next, negative 0.6 times negative 0.6 is 0.36. Then 0.4 times 0.4 0.4 times 0.4 is 0.16. 1.4 times 1.4 is 1.96, and 3.4 times 3.4 is 11.56. Now after this, we need now the next step is to multiply the corresponding probabilities or the green column with the red column. So we have green 0.3 times the red, which is 6.76, is 2.028. Next, 0.1 times 0.36 is 0.036. Next, 0.2 times 0.16 is 0.032. 0.3 times 1.6 is 0.588, and 0.1 times 11.56 is 1.156. And finally, to determine the variance, we need to add these numbers. If you add this using our Excel, so the variance is 3.84. So meaning to say, the mean and the variance of this discrete probability distribution is 3.6 and 3.8. So that's it. That's how are you going to solve for the mean and the variance of a discrete probability distribution if the probabilities of the random variables are not the same or are different. So like the video, then subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified with the future uploads. And then don't ever forget to comment down below if you want to know more, or if you want to suggest topics that I'm going to discuss with you. Okay, thank you.